Yes, bad things happen, but you got to keep on going. And our next speaker is somebody who's definitely kept on going and to keep her company, the company she founded in 2003, on the road back to recovery. Please welcome Anchalika Kijkanakorn, founder and managing director of the Akaryn Hotel Group in Thailand. Sawadee-ka.
Sawadee-ka, Shimon. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, I know. One day we will have to meet in person, but for now, this is what we do. So the last time we spoke, we had such a good conversation, and you talked about how running a boutique hotel group was like baking sourdough, and all my friends who bake sourdough love it. So how many loaves of sourdough do you reckon you have baked during this period?
Oh my God! How many months have we been under this COVID thing now? I've probably won a week since. Yeah.
Well, I look forward to you when I get so from sourdough bread. So in contrast, how many room nights do you think you sold this year?
Oh my God. Probably it's actually not that bad. It is bad. No, it is bad. I'm pretty optimistic, so I just said it's not that bad. We have 6 hotels and only 3 are open. The one in Bangkok is doing a little bit better than we expected because of long stay. We do have a lot of leftover foreigners who can't go home or don't want to go home. And the one in Phuket is closed. The one in Pranburi, which is about 3.5 hours south of Bangkok, is doing pretty okay. So anything that is within 2 and 3 hours driving distance to Bangkok is okay. Yeah. Chiang Mai is coming back to recovery. Yeah.
Yeah. So. I know you're an optimistic person, but if Thailand does not open international borders, how will you survive?
Not good. It's not going to happen. I mean, we're struggling along, just about to make it, but this can't sustain for a long time. This is just, October, November. We have to do something. We need to open the sky soon.
Yeah. So let's rewind. And so maybe your 10 years with GE Capital, you're working in the US, so that finance background maybe has come in handy during this crisis, because it's all about financial management during this period.
Yeah, if there's anything that I learned from my days back at GE is cash is king. So really look at your cash flow, control your cost, really look at your cost, get it down as low as possible, and that's pretty much the 2 principles you got to get by and maintain while you're here and try to get through this. Yeah.
Yeah, cash and costs, right? Those are the 2 things. Yeah, cash and costs. Those are the 2 things that you learn at GE Capital. But you also said that it was at GE Capital that you kind of then appreciated the power of community work. And that's why that kind of triggered you to set up the Pure Blue Foundation at the same time as when you built your first hotel in 2003. So tell us what Pure Blue has done to date.
We work a lot. So from the beginning, Pure Blue was founded to really try to get the community around the where we set up our business, to try to join together to realize that it is important to protect and preserve the environment where we come to make a living from. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there to support us much longer. So we did a lot of in the beginning, we did a lot of reef restoration because it was just after the tsunami. We worked a lot with the Marine Research Center in Thai Muang to try to repopulate the rare species of giant turtles in the Andaman. We work with the local community to especially in schools, to try to get the kids to understand, because they're our future. If the adults are not going to listen anymore, it's the kids who are going to drive the future for us. And we work with them a lot on recycling the single-use plastic pails. We do a lot of activities with them. And I'm really, really proud to say that all of our hotels has achieved no single-use plastic status since 2019.
Right. I mean, that is something that, it's interesting because most people start foundations after their businesses are profitable after a certain period of time. And then you say, okay, now I can give back. But for you, it's always been part of the way you do business.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you think that, your differentiation of your group is around sustainable luxury, right? So you are hoping that consumers will actually pay more for your kind of product. So I'm going to go to an audience poll here, and I'm going to ask the audience to actually vote and ask, do you think that this crisis will jolt customers into paying more for sustainability, right? And the answers will be nothing will change, and B is maybe, and C is there's no price, right? What do you think your answer is?
You're asking me or the audience?
Asking you as well.
There's no, sorry, you changed the screen a little. So can I go back to the screen?
Yeah.
I personally, I don't think there's, a couple of years ago, I would have said there's no price on sustainability. I don't think that people would choose a hotel because of a sustainability philosophy or not. It would be nice to have, but more and more as we go into this 2020 and what happened with COVID and the fire in California and the the melting of the ice cap and all these other things that are happening in our world, I think more and more people are going to choose it because of the sustainability philosophy. So yeah.
So Anchalika, I just want to share with you our audience. Actually, the audience basically believes, the majority believes that they will, if we communicate it well enough, if we as an industry sort of communicate that message enough. So we have a pretty sort of optimistic audience as well. All right. So, the thing is though, the biggest disaster of COVID to me is that many small businesses in beautiful destinations like Thailand will not survive, right? Yet that makes travel special. Mm-hmm. How can travel leaders, you think, address this challenge?
Of the small destinations?
Yeah.
I actually a little bit disagree with you. I think that all the small destinations are going to be the places where that is going to probably recover faster than the large ones, just because most of the small destinations like that are small and medium-sized moms and pops owners and operators. A lot of people are also searching for the harder places to get to. And I think that when the sky opens again, people are actually going to go and look for that hard to get to places, because they're going to probably avoid the crowded places or the big cities and go to a smaller place to feel a little safer, a little bit more adventurous. And I think those are places that are going to get the recovery faster.
But that's only if they survive long enough for the recovery. That's only if they can survive long enough. So we're going to go to the next audience polling, and we're going to ask, what do we as an industry have to do to ensure we get as many people as we can through this, and all the businesses. So Anchalika, would you like to pick an answer for that? Is it lobbying governments? Is it getting our act together? Is it every big organization should adopt a small business?
I think really, personally, I think the government has to get us through this. And a lot of the governments are doing this. Thai governments are doing this for us right now, and it's really good. This is an extraordinary time. It has never been, we haven't done anything wrong as a business operator. None of these things happen because we have made a wrong investment or we've borrowed too much. This thing comes and it hits everybody at the same time. This is the time where you need to rely on the public sector to get us through, and we will get through this. I think we're just waiting for the vaccine, or mainly the vaccine. I don't think anything else will get us out of here.
Yeah, well, we have the answers from the audience. I share with you. It's like 50-50 split, 50% believes, more than 50% say we should lobby governments to act, so they agree with you. And the others say, we must also get our collective act together. Like we as an industry should also get our collective act together. So, pretty much what your thinking is. So you have young children, I know. What do they tell you about how they view travel and their future? Like, when they see mommy going through this problem in travel and tourism and the hotel group that you built for them, right? So what do you tell them about it?
They're really resilient. They've had a really, really tough summer with the online learning, not able to go to any place with their friends, and we couldn't visit our families overseas. But, Thailand is doing really well, and we're pretty much almost got back to normal. The only thing that they're missing right now is traveling to visit the family overseas, which we used to do regularly, and that's hard on them. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then I go for some rapid fire, and I asked you the hotels you wish you had built, and then you had this two. Can you tell us about this two hotels?
Well, this hotel on the left here is the Dylan in Amsterdam, and I just love the way that the interior and the architects used the existing old canal house and then built a very modern design into it. It's the blend of old and new world together in a very classical and clean line. I love clean and simple line because it lasts longer and it's very calming. And I love that structure, especially that picture. The other two pictures came from this hotel. I can't remember the exact name of this hotel, but it's the igloo. I call it the igloo house in Finland, where you can actually go inside and look at the northern light at night, and it only happens mostly you can see it during winter. And I've been trying to book this place for the last 3 years, and I just still have not been able to get there because it's all out. Like, but it's so amazing. I mean, I just wish I could get there one day.
Well, maybe you will be able to now, one day. What about, I also asked you the hotels that shouldn't have been built, and this were the two that you picked out. Tell us about them.
Oh my God. This is like in one of the paradise islands that we have here in Thailand. And the owner of this place built the hotel right on the water edge with disregard to the nature, and let alone, let's not forget about the law or building permit or anything like that, but they basically cement down the beach to put a foothold so that they can build as close as possible to this beautiful beach. It's just ridiculous. When I see something like this, I wanted to kill somebody.
Okay, what about the other one? Yeah, how does that happen? What about the other one? It looks awful too.
Well, the other one to the right is awful because this is a rock. It's a beautiful nature rock on a beautiful beach. I mean, I don't even know why you'd have to decide to build this horrendous thing on this rock. It's a formation of nature that you just basically ruin.
So these are two hotels in Thailand, right?
Mm-hmm. And they're more like this. It's just ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's something that clearly Thailand needs to fix, and maybe this is a good opportunity at this time to fix that. Okay. Yeah. So if you were stranded on a desert island and could only take 3 food items with you, what would they be?
Oh my God. Can I have my phone?
Food. Food item.
It's horrible. I'm actually doing digital detox this October. It's a month-long of program for my guests to come in, and I'll take away their phones, and they have to talk to their kids and do something with the family. Whether it be riding bicycle, learn how to make a kite, learn how to fly kite. painting or cooking. But yeah, if I were to be alone on an island, I just need a phone and an internet connection.
So you're doing exactly what you're telling
Yeah.
your customers not to do. But that's how you have differentiated Akaryn with sustainable luxury, right? Your wellness programs, which our previous speaker Masashi was talking about, the wellness programs, and now digital detox. And I think I definitely need digital detox as well. So finally, one word to describe Akaryn by 2025. One word.
This wholesomeness of life. That's where I want to get back to the basic, get back to what makes us happy when we go to a place. So we've been spending a lot of time during the last 6 months where half of our company shut down to relook at our food menu, relook at our spa treatment, relook at our wellness, and created a new experience or philosophy within the company. And we'll be relaunching that in November this year when we hopefully reopen the Aleenta Phuket with the Euro Wellness.
Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ. And here's to a wholesome future. Thank you. Keep on building beautiful, sustainable hotels for us, okay? Because one day we'll surely be back on the road.
You have to come and visit.
I will, as soon as I can. Thank you.